EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. Any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Here we go, 4th down. Mahomes steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Well, they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it with Williams. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rivers now. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, 380. 53, Mike. I got it.
Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. 3rd down here.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Gordon on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run it here with Gordon, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now Rivers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
It's caught inside the 25 and down to the 20. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 52 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 17, Mahomes looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. Allen, the intended receiver. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking.
And that's caught inside the 35. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 76 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. He's got him in, complete. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Final play of the half, Rivers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Let's go, B, let's go. Let's get right, 89.
Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Rivers to throw it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Throwing Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Here's Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jerry Tillery. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
At the 45-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes going to throw, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Mahomes now to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Kansas City touchdown.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 27. To throw is Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Rivers now finding Mike Williams. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, 54 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. From the gun, Rivers. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I don't need to. I don't need to. 40! Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They run. It's Williams. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
190. Check 53. Right here.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Rivers. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. On the sneak, Rivers fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over. Play wins. Let's go. 25-yard line.
Yellow. 480. Hey, let's get this. Right side.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Mahomes now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
The 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.